Wait, is that Milo? Is that Milo?
In the middle.
Okay, that looks like Milo. And if it is Milo, they fucked up. I'm telling you right now. It says it says on the packet. If we look at Milo, look at this. Milo is supposed to have the granules on top, and you kind of eat it. You kind of just eat it like that. Um, even on the even on the thing, even on the thing. So for those who don't know, um, Milo is like a malt chocolate drink. Um, I think I think other countries have it. Um, it's really popular in Australia. Um, and it's like a food and a drink because you kind of get a glass of milk, and then you put the powder on top, and then you kind of dip the powder in a little bit to like sort of wet the powder, and then you sort of eat like the sludge. It's delicious sludge. It's like that chocolatey goodness sludge, and then you have like a lightly flavored milk afterwards. It's it's a whole meal. What what? No 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 no. We're going there. We're going there. Um, Milo, made by Nestle. Um, if the closest thing that like, because I'm originally from England, the closest thing we had to it like back there was we had Horlicks, which is like a non-chocolate version. So like Horlicks is like a malt drink, and this is like the chocolate malt drink. It's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere in Australia. Everybody loves this. It just tastes like chocolate. It's very delicious. It's very very delicious. You can get it in cans. I know that in a lot of like Asian countries and stuff, they have it in cans a lot. It's not as readily available in cans in Australia from what I've seen. Um, we usually just get these big things of powder. They're good. Um, would recommend. It is good. I was just while we're on the topic of like Australian things, I was watching Eye Candy, who is like an Australian VTuber. Yes, yes. When I was 6, um, I moved over to Australia from England, and I'm 23 now. So like 17 years ago. It's been a while. But yeah, I do visit every now and again. But that's why my accent's so fucked up. I tell you, I've been everywhere. My accent, it it don't know how to speak no more. So to Australians, I sound weird. To other people, I also sound weird. So my accent belongs nowhere. I am, I I don't feel young. I feel old in these bones, in these slime bones. If if slimes have bones, I feel old in them. Uh yeah, but yeah, yeah, they're from everywhere. I think it's unique in its own way. Because when I first came here, everyone was like, "You sound so English," and I was like, "Fuck, fuck, I'm an outsider." So then I went back to England for a bit, and everyone was like, "You sound so Australian," and I was like, "Who is right? Who? Tell me, who is right here?" But speaking of Australians, I was watching Eye Candy. She is an Australian streamer. I look up to her a lot. And um she was talking about this. I didn't realize this was something other people didn't have. I sound so aqua. I do sound so aqua. Aqua. Okay. I love how I say aqua when the reason I spelt it like that, well, a part of the reason was so that other people would pronounce it the way that I would, which is aqua, because I'm Australian. We don't say aqua, we say aqua. Um, but everybody just called me aqua anyways, and now I'm aqua. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Anyways, this thing here, good marvelous creations. Um, it's delicious. It's chocolate. It's Cadbury chocolate with jelly beans, popping candy, and Smarties. It's wild. It's wild. It's got everything you could ever want. I didn't realize other people didn't have this. This is like crack. It tastes like crack. It is really sweet. I will say, chocolate in Australia, like even the base like dairy milk like chocolate, it's not as sweet and it's not as creamy as it is in England. I don't know about American chocolate. I assume they were more like England. But in Australia, because it's so hot here all the time, they had to change the secret formula for chocolate. So they had to put like less milk, I believe, and like more like sustainability things. So inherently, Australian chocolate isn't like as rich as other countries' chocolate, which makes something like this more achievable because it's got lots of shit in it and it kind of boosts that sweetness. Um, Not to say Australian chocolate's bad, but when I first came here, I thought it was shit. Now it's pretty delicious. That is terrifying. That is terrifying. What are these suggestions? This it it's got quite a bit going on. I'm not gonna lie. It's quite a bit to it, but I don't know. I think it works. It's one of those things you just have to try, which I don't know how anybody else would be able to try it. But I digress. No. Hmm. That's fair. That's fair. I like lots of things to be simple. I think I was scared of it at first, but I really like chocolate. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with chocolate. So much so that I had to tell myself I couldn't have any chocolate for a bit because I just get a whole block and I just eat it, and it would be gone in like 1 second, and that made me feel bad. So I like chocolate a lot, and because I eat it so much, I like it to be different flavors. Mmm, delicious.